Hi, and welcome back to the Positive Prepper. So I wanted to talk in this video just really briefly about this. On June 14th, the House passed a National Defense Authorization Act bill that includes automatic registration of 18-year-old male U.S. citizens, to go into the draft. It has not been even taken up by the Senate yet, but it did pass the House. Opponents of this say that it is overt sex discrimination by not letting women register, and that it contradicts a person's individual liberties. There's two sides to this that, on one hand, I kind of chuckle, and on the other hand, it's like, why? Why are we doing this now? Is it another fear tactic? Oh my gosh, all of our kids and grandkids are going to be conscripted into the military. Do we have a war imminent? And so we have to hurry up and get this passed, get this done. The timing on it seems really odd to me. Some people say, there's two sides on this point as well. Is our volunteer military a self-inflicted weakness, or is it a sign of strength? Should all of our young people have to serve like they do in Israel and Morocco and North Korea, Norway, Sweden, right? In several countries, they have to do at least a year of military service. It's mandatory. The way that things are right now, we have roughly 1.3 million active duty military troops, right? And that's way less than just the number of illegal immigrants that have come in, right? Especially in the last, 3 years, 3.5 years. What I find interesting about this is it's so contradictory. We live in a very crazy world right now. Y'all know that. You're not blind to that. But so anybody can identify as anything they want. So how are they going to identify who a man is in this bill? Who are they going to define as a woman in this bill? So let's say that next year, we end up in a war and the draft, they pick the people to go to war, 18 to 26-year-olds. How many of those in today's society are going to identify as women so that they don't have to go? Right? They can do it, right? A lot of our young people, and not all of them, there's some really smart young people that have been raised in patriot families. But if you watch what's been going on the college campuses lately in that 18 to 26-year-old group, many of those kids would rather see a pride flag or a Palestinian flag than an American flag. The American flag is a trigger to these morons. Okay? Do you really think that they're going to want to go into battle for America wearing a flag on their uniform when they would much rather have a rainbow or the Palestinian flag? So what is that going to do? Right? We were watching a video the other day how it's a town, I think it's a town in California, it might be like a suburb of LA, where they had to take the U-turn signs down because they were offensive to the alphabet people, okay? We have 145 out of 365 days that are dedicated to one form or another of the LGBT alphabet people, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not transphobic, right? I'm not. We have one day for Mother's Day, one day for Father's Day. We have, you know, a lot of these, you know, one day for Veterans Day. And you can look this up. There's 145 days in the year. You know, Gay Coming Out Day and Trans Awareness Day, and there's just so many. Look it up. 145 out of 365 days they have allotted. Obviously, they're not federal holidays. They're just these, you know, like Taco Tuesday kind of thing. So what do they really think is going to happen? How is any of this going to help if you are automatically registering these 18 to 26-year-old males? If you can't identify what a male is or a female is, and then you get into the position where you have to actually conscript these people, and how many of them are actually going to then identify as women just to get out of doing it? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. I know it's kind of on the outside of what this is all about, but I just have to put this in the perspective of where we are in the United States right now. And I don't see how this is going to work. From a prepping standpoint, so many of us who are patriots, who are preppers as well, teach our children at a very young age, you know, gun safety, the difference between cover and concealment. You know, we do a lot of that because we know that there may come a day where we're going to be up against something where our children may have to be right by our sides, right? Kind of like in the Patriot. Aim small, shoot small. So how would you feel about your children or grandchildren being conscripted? Especially if they're going to be going to a war that we know we had a hand in starting, and now we're going to have a hand in finishing. And there used to be so much patriotic pride in America and in our American flag. But we are a woke America now. Is that still worth fighting for? Now, your immediate answer, probably like me, would be yes. It's still America, right? There's still that hope that we can turn things around and change the trajectory that we are on right now. Or is it too late? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts about this. The bill itself, the automatic registration. What do you think is going to happen? You know, are the men going to identify as women so they can't get conscripted? What about people who identify as binary, where they're neither male nor female? Right? They've created this. And so I don't understand how they think that this is going to work. So hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and the notification bell. Please put your comments below and let me know what you think about all of this. It's so messed up. This country is so messed up. And I don't understand how any of this is going to work. If anybody can figure it out, please let me know. Stay safe, stay aware, and God bless.